Sashu here, working on a Stun Train Boss 3 is what I've been doing the last forever. Had 7 of 9 Pumpkin Duke. 7 of 9, nothing in Castle Clash worth more than a 7 of 9 Pumpkin Duke. But here I want to show you a couple of attempts here. Now I use Dryad, so Dryad is essentially like Champion with a Paladin's attack rate. And also has a lot of hit points, most hit points of any ordinary. But getting off the train, this was, we'll call this day 1. This is before Pumpkin Duke had 7 and 9. And you can see, you know what? You can kind of see that it's how it works there. You can kind of tell. You know, it gets off a little bit of a stun. It just keeps heavy blow. There's a heavy blow on some of my heroes here. Ninja has heavy blow. And I want to say Dryad has heavy blow as well. But you know what? Look at this. The Pumpkin Duke, the attack rate of Champion isn't quite fast enough. My Champion has Berserk 4. Pumpkin Duke has Revitalize 5. Cupid, I believe, also has Heavy Blow 2 or 3 at this point. I re-rolled Cupid later, though, to get Revitalize 4, which helps. So yeah, I did about 1.5 million there, but still, I couldn't quite get it. So again, this is like day 1. This was a few days ago, actually. This is before Pumpkin Duke had 7 and 9. You can see it's close. You can see how close it is. You can see Boss 3 stopped in his tracks there. You see walking a little bit, and that's all just simply a sign that the stuns are just not quite syncing up right there. And it's really, I would say, a true indicator that just need a little bit faster attack rate on your heroes, or you need to get that trigger off faster with Cupid having something like Revitalize instead of Heavy Blow. Heavy Blow, of course, gives you a random % chance to do a stun. And you can see here was 2. I had to cut this one short because of the health of the boss. I think this could have been close to 1 too, but I got so many this day. And then it took me a few more days to get Pumpkin Duke up to 7 and 9. I grinded, oh man, basically 1,500 shards a day for 7 days straight. Got Pumpkin Duke 2. There was about 2 million damage. Next day, and this was actually a few days later, I got Pumpkin Duke to 7 of 9, and here it was. This was just the 3rd or 4th attempt here. Now I do need to get that heavy blow off early. Oh, that wasn't it. Just kidding. False alarm. I think it's the next one here. Let's see. Let's do this sucker. So we're dropping in Cupid first, by the way. Cupid at this point has Revitalize. You can tell right there because the power bar is pretty high. And then boom, Heavy Blow procs. Now look at who I've got in here now. This is pretty important. Obviously I have Cupid, who I drop in first. Cupid has Revitalize. Then I kind of just drop in the rest. I probably started with Dryad. Dryad there has no attack speed increase. Dryad's got Heavy Blow 2, which means there's a 1 second stun. However, Dryad's ability is at 4 of 9, which is Coma, which puts the boss on a 2 second stun. However, Dryad's attack speed is like a Paladin, 1.5 seconds base. And so that's the key. So basically, Dryad is a stunner. Champion, of course, is the main stunner with Berserk 4. And Thunder God is also a stunner with a 1.5 second stun. And Revitalize 3 is on Thunder God. So left to right, we got a Revitalized Thunder God. We have a Champion with Berserk 4, gives him an attack speed increase. Pumpkin Duke's pretty simple, it's Revitalize 5, so the second he hits the boss, everyone's attack speed jumps up 40%. So does attack. And Cupid has Revitalize 4. That's important because when you get that Cupid out there and Cupid procs, it boosts Champion and Thunder God up to both proc 2. So those are all key. It helps for me for this all to work if I do get a heavy blow. However, I only have 1 heavy blow. I only have 1 heavy blow hero in this lineup. And that is Dryad, also a stunner. So it's essentially 3 stunners, with sort of Dryad being a dirty double stunner. So she's my dirty double stunner. I call her the Dirty Dryad because this is a truly dirty as can be stun train. You know, people are wondering, what the heck are you doing leveling your Dryad? Why you leveling that ability? Why you leveling Dryad? Well, I want to level Dryad because I want her to have more hit points. Because I'm working on a green-blue Boss 1 or Boss 2 stun train using no legendaries. So we'll see how I get on that. I need Dryad, of course, for that to work. But no, she is great. She's got like a champ. If you get Dryad up to 7 of 9 in ability, that gets you a 3-second stun, essentially a champion. A slower attack rate champion. She has the attack rate speed of a paladin, 1.5 seconds, which is not so great. But she also has the most hit points of any ordinary, which is kind of interesting. But we're not using her for hit points. We're simply using her for her ability, which is a 2-second stun at 4 of 9, and heavy blow, which is a 1.5 or 2-second stun at 2 or 3 of 9. I'll show those in a little bit. Oh, 20 million, almost 21 million damage there on that dirty Dryad stun train. And I'm going to walk through my heroes here. So starting with Pumpkin Duke, most important, Revitalize. Finally, 7 of 9, 40% attack speed. That's the key. Berserk 4, giving me 25% attack speed with a 3-second stun. Cupid now has Revitalize 4, so that gets that, boom, gets everybody's procs energy bars up so that those first stuns can go off so that the Pumpkin Duke Champion Thunder God Dryad stun combo. And then of course the Dirty Dryad with Shackle at 4 of 9, given their 2-second coma, so 2-second stun plus heavy blow 2 is a 1.5 second stun. So 2 ways to get stun off the Dryad here. And these are essentially the key elements of my current stun train on Boss 3. Now let's go take a look at Dryad. I just want to show you the old wiki here, and we'll talk about this hero a little bit more. Dryad, people are scratch their head when I say Dryad. But you can see there at level 7 it does 260% damage and inflicting a coma for 3 seconds. Now that does take 100,000 skill points. So I don't know if I'm going to go that high, because at 4 of 9 it's 2, and it doesn't go 2.5 or anything. So it's always 2, 2, 2, and then 3 at 7. So do I want to put 200,000 more ability points into Dryad to make her a true champion? I don't think so. Look at that at level 120, almost 20,000 hit points. That's real close to the hit points on Druid at that same level. Anyhow, final look at the old Dirty Dryad there. Short video today. Boss 3 Sun Train. Hope you enjoyed. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.